my advice will be see community management as a role which has got a lot of potential, a lot of money as well alongside that. And I think you can.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel placement interview. This is your host Sonia Gatraj, and today we have with us Mr. Prithvi Raj. First of all, welcome, and I hope you're doing well.
Thanks a lot, Sonia. I'm doing great.
Okay, so before moving ahead with the interview, first of all, would you tell us something about yourself?
Sure, absolutely. So, hi everyone. I think if you might have checked out my previous placement interview video, you know me already. My name is Prithvi Raj. I am based out of Bhubaneswar, India, and I am working in a company called Harness. I joined it recently. There are a lot of things about me, but basically on the work side of things, I work as a community leader, community manager. Community management is a role which is coming up lately, and I think I'm one of the first few community managers around the tech community and the open source community in India. And I've been leading one of these open source projects called Chaos, based on chaos engineering. And other than that, I've also been organizing events. I've been working on some content and social media. So there's been a lot that I've been doing. And besides work, I'm passionate about a lot of things. I think that would be sports. You're passionate about sports and football, cricket, everything. I absolutely love, and in my past time, other than that, I spend my time just writing content and writing stories. So that's a little bit about it.
Okay, so would you tell us something about the company Harness that you're currently working with?
Absolutely. So Harness, it started off in 2015, and the basic goal was to create something on continuous deliveries. I mean, if people are aware of continuous delivery or CD, and there are so many projects out there, it was about continuous delivery itself. And then slowly Harness moved on to have more modules and more products, and now Harness has 7 modules in total, where we focus on continuous delivery, continuous integration, feature flags, cloud cost management, service reliability, security testing, orchestration, and eventually chaos engineering, the module that I am working on. And the goal of Harness is end-to-end software delivery, just creating a great software environment and basically making all these integrations and modules come in during your software development process. The focus is also on open source. So we as a company also want to focus on the open source side of things. I think companies are shifting towards open source. So we have Drone as well as Litmus as our open source. We are primary sponsors to these projects. And other than that, you just might want to know that Harness is one of the best tech startups to work for in 2021, awarded by TechCrunch. Forbes gave it one of the 50 best cloud computing companies again in 2021. Glassdoor listed it as one of the best places to work in 2021, and LinkedIn also listed it as one of the top startups in 2020.
So as you know, there comes a roles and responsibility in every profession we talk about. So being a part of this profession right now, what are the day-to-day activities that you have to go through? I mean, something about your job profile specifically.
Sure. So right now I'm a technical community manager at Harness, or I'm leading the open source project. But there are a lot of things, and as a community manager, there are a lot of things I have been doing. I think my job is also upgraded from the last company I was at, Chaos Native. And as a technical community manager, my job is obviously to manage the community. So we are building tech communities, we are curating communities around the products that we are trying to sell, or the open source projects that we are investing in. And my job is to create a bridge between the company and the community. So what is a community for us? It's all the members who can be possible users, possible contributors, possible committers, or just possible enthusiasts of the project, who will love the project, who will come and use the project for their teams, who will maybe contribute some code, or who will contribute a particular enhancement to the project, or who will write about the project, curate blogs and videos. So these are possible community members for us.
Okay, that's a lot of work that you have to go through on a day-to-day basis. Well, as you were saying that the harness is hiring up, so what are the process that we need to go through if somebody wants to get into that? Can you share about that?
Sure, absolutely. So there are two ways of being a part of harness. One of them is through there are two ways to apply, basically, not be a part, but one of them is through referrals. So if you want, you can reach out to me and share your CV with me. If there is any role that fits you, or you think that you can be a part of harness for any open position, you can obviously just ask me for a referral and just share your CV, and I can help with the referral, or you can check out my link and then get a social referral as well. So a social referral also becomes technically a referral itself, and then you go through a complete process that is like the CV is screened, and then the recruiter reaches out to you, and then there are a set of interviews, and then there's a final interview, and then there's an offer. So that is the process, basically. So, and that's one process, and the second side of process is that you apply yourself. So if you go to the harness website and check out the careers section and check out the open positions, then you are taken to jobs.lever.co/harness, where you can check out all the open positions. You can filter them by location, you can filter them by team, you can filter them by work type. So these are the three filters, and there are job positions available. And we follow a hybrid model, so you do not necessarily have to come to office. You can work from your home as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. And as you know, the skills are really very important in shaping our career. So, as a matter of fact, being a community manager, what are the skills that the one should focus on?
So I think the first skill and the most important skill one should focus on is understanding communities, what exactly community building is, and how exactly you need to ensure that you reach out to the right set of folks, because each specific community has a set of audience. You cannot, let's say you're targeting open source, or let's say you're targeting the cloud community. So you need to target the right folks, who are the folks who can be possible users to your projects, who are the folks who can possibly contribute to your project. That's one thing. And then second thing is obviously having the right ideas on community content. You want to have the right community content going out. You want to have the exact the amount of content that you need to create for the community is very important. Blogs, videos, newsletters, they should reach the right set of people. You should understand how to do that, when to do that, and then also make sure that the community is interactive. You have the right set of events in place. Always make sure that you are meeting the community, or you are organizing, giving incentives to the community in terms of swags, in terms of prizes, in terms of any sort of incentive, gift cards, or anything.
So, for any technical skills or project that the people will be working on, so any resources or platforms that you can refer so that they can hop onto?
See, I think there are no hard and fast resources for the community side of things, but I think there are a lot of videos out there on YouTube that help you. There are a lot of courses on community management that really help. There are if you are able to join some Facebook and LinkedIn groups about community space, there are a lot of discussions going on. And I think learning from the right community managers, how did I learn? I connected with the right community managers on LinkedIn and saw how they are going about their day-to-day work, what exactly they are talking about, what exactly they are posting. Having one-to-one conversations with them, I think this community is helpful. There are a lot of community channels as well, community hubs and all. There are a lot of forums going on, a lot of discussions going on, and people love talking about how exactly the community works, what exactly you can learn from them. So I think just connecting with the right people will help. There is no hard and fast course for this. This is not like a full stack developer or something of that sort where you learn coding and then you're at it. That doesn't work that way. It's more about ideas, more about learning and implementation. So
Okay, so the one should focus on soft skills more than the hard skills that you have been trying to say, right? Okay. So at the end, would you like to give any advices for the future aspirants, or in general, any suggestions that you want to give us, or anything as such?
I think people should see community management as a very strong role as a career, because there are not a lot of people who see this as a career yet. Just like people see being a software engineer, a software developer, or an SRE, or a testing guy, or anything, quality assurance engineer, or any other role in the engineering space. I think not in just in the engineering space. I think in the management space as well, people see themselves as analysts, as sales representatives, as marketing people. But I think this is a techno marketing role. It's an extent sort of a role where you are also applying certain technical skills, but then you have a set of management skills as well, going hand in hand, which help you become a dynamic person. So my advice will be see community management as a role which has got a lot of potential, a lot of money as well alongside that. And I think you can if you get into this space and start learning from the right people, start learning the right ideas and how to make a community better, a project or a tool stronger with your community skills, then I think this is going to help you in your career, absolutely help in your career, and you are going to flourish in this field.
Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Prithvi, for joining with us today. It was amazing talking to you and connecting with you again. And for the viewers, if you want to do connect with him, his links will be in the description box below. So go and have a discussion with him. So thank you so much, Mr. Prithvi, once again. And would you like to say something at the end?
Thanks a lot, Sonia. It's always a pleasure having these conversations with you, and I hope these placement interviews help a lot of people, and people can just come out and do some amazing job, get in some amazing companies, and obviously have some knowledge as well. Thank you once again.
Okay. Thank you so much and have a great weekend ahead.